Okay, welcome back. Today would be day 4. Okay, so let's do a little recap because I did not do a video yesterday. I had my son. Okay, so I did a couple of things. I rearranged my base a little bit. Like I said, we're just going to start to do this at day 3. We can play around with it. I haven't bought anything related to the base yet. I've just laid down all my land that I had. So this is what I did. This is my goal. If you do a double water, and I can show you this, see how it's the minimum is 2 blocks, but if you go 3 blocks, what that means is that if a peacemaker mortar is out here, it can't make it all the way over here. So nothing, there's no gun on any ship that can shoot from here all the way in. So we're protecting this side of the base, we're protecting this side of the base. Now granted, this is not protected and this is not protected, but we are protecting the outpost and we are protecting the warehouses. So what's left is the entrance. So what do we want to do? Well, we want to make a meat shield. So what we have is we actually have some of the buildings, and I'm going to line them up, but since I'm upgrading this, it does not allow me to move it. You know, you don't get an option to move the building while you're upgrading. You can move something you're researching, but you cannot move something that you're upgrading. So that's stuck. Now the other thing that I did, I don't know if you've been noticing this, but I have a whole lot of Zilithrium, whatever that's called. And I was noticing that I was always maxed out, and I know that upgrading walls is really expensive. It's like 9,000 to go from a 1 to a 2. So whenever I had too much of this, you know, during the last 2 days, I would start upgrading some walls until it started to balance back out again. And so over the course of time, I ended up upgrading all the walls that it originally gave me, and then I put in, I think this line right here is I added in. The other ones are the ones that sort of already come with it. I've not put down any new guns. These are the guns that the game started with. We'll build some more later. I'm a fan of the double walls facing where the boats are going to be, and then putting in intermediary walls every once in a while. I don't always put them in between every single gun, because that's only protecting from splash damage. These double ones are protecting you from direct fire of things like thuds and rippers and stuff like that. So let's see, what have I done? See, you already saw the Marauder. I've probably researched some more stuff, or researched probably the Steel 2, working on the Steel 3. I need to get to Titanium 3. Let me look. I need to get to Titanium 3 eventually. That's just so I can upgrade my walls. As far as my ships go, I'm fine with the Steel 1. So as like I was saying, the ships so far, what I have now is I have an entire fleet of Marauders with Thud 4s, with Steel 1s, and I have a whole fleet of these, and this is my second fleet. So I have 4 ones that I built, and then the one that came with the game, and then I have a fleet of longboats, and then I still have all of my original stuff. So what does that mean? That means it's a little bit easier to go kill stuff. Shouldn't it be coming out? So for example, let me pause for a second, see if I can find a level 5. Okay, I found a level 5, the ship's moving toward it. Let's just look and see what other stuff that I ended up buying. I don't remember what you saw before. I have the reactive armor, I have the whatever this is. I have the engine upgrades, which are kind of cool. I have the 2 thrusters, the thrusters and the heavy thrusters. Heavy thrusters are pretty good. I will be using those later on. I actually want to get to hardened barrels at some point. Those are cool. Those extend the range of thuds, and that's really useful. So, and we're upgrading the weapons lab, and then so my next steps is I'll be upgrading the War Academy again. Well, I can't see what the upgrade is for that. So my focus right now is to just be upgrading these buildings as much as I can. I want to upgrade this. I basically, my goal here is to keep pace with however many Marauders I have. I probably will stop Marauders when I have 4 full fleets of Marauders. It's probably where I'll stop with that, and then move up to bigger ships. Next, I have 2 blueprints now, I think, or 2 pieces of blueprints. So I'll probably throw down the Draconian Tech blueprint thingamajigger building. I'll probably need another warehouse. I probably need to upgrade the warehouses some more, because I'm always popping out these max values right now. When we get down to like a day 2, day 1, we have 7 more platforms that we can build. I want to get all of those built before my bubble is lost. So the other thing that we're really trying to do, this is your real goal with the base. You want to protect your outpost. Your outpost contains 20% of all your resources, and then you want to protect your warehouses. That's what you want to protect. You also want to protect your dock, because if your dock is in repair and it's a higher level, you can't send out any ships while your dock is in repair. That's an annoyance factor. It's not a money factor. The outpost and warehouse, are money factors. That's what you want to protect. So what people will have to do, they're going to have to come in through here. I'm going to set up all the guns right here. Okay. They're going to have to come down here, turn, come down here, and then they can fire on these. Now, for this lower levels, this is going to be fine. When they get to a higher level, we're going to want a longer maze that they have to work through. And we can do that once we upgrade this to a higher level, like a level 4 and a level 5. We'll get more land pieces and we can do some interesting stuff like that. So my ultimate goal right now is just keep upgrading these buildings, upgrading these so I can do more interesting tech, get a little more capacity, keep creating ships, keep collecting resources. When we get near to day 2, day 1, I'm going to throw in all the other guns. Yeah, that's about it. If you want to, you can throw down the rest of these. That's up to you. If you do, string them along here. Or yeah, I would string them along here and maybe up in here. Do not get them anywhere close to this. It would be preferable that you get them close to your guns. That would be ideal. So if we didn't really catch last time, with Marauders, this is all you have to do. Or this is what I do for Marauders. Level 5s works great. I can take out a level 5 with a Marauder fleet. Zoom out a little bit. We just want to space everybody. And I don't really have to touch anything for a minute. Once we get down to the 2 long-range weapons, which is this one and I think this one, then we'll pull them all in. I'm using the arrow keys and then just click on my mouse. I only lost half of my life and I killed a level 5. My preference is to kill a 4 or a 5 because then I can pick up blueprints. I'm actually not going to keep coming back for this one because I'm probably going to max out my resources anyway right here, and I still have to wait till midday tomorrow to actually get my upgrade, or mid-morning tomorrow. Research, I'll probably come back in about half an hour and check on it. The ship, I'll be asleep before the ship is finished. So that concludes basically day 4. I upgraded these walls, moved stuff around a little bit. Create a maze, create a little bit of a maze. Protect your outposts, protect your warehouses. Try to give some protection to your dock. The reason I put it here is what's going to happen is there is nothing else over here. So unless they happen to enter from the west, they have no reason to come all the way down. Let me do this. They have no reason. If they start over here, they're not going to come all the way down here for the dock unless you just really want to be pissy. They're going to come down this way, kill off these buildings, shoot at the guns, kill off these things, and hopefully my guns by the time they make it over to the dock, will kill off the ships. It's just a goal. So anyway, have a good night and check up next time.